Hello everyone. In this video lecture, we will study the topic organizational development. In this topic, we will study definition and meaning of organizational development, assumption and goals of OD, process, and also the last one is the objectives of OD. So let's start with the video lecture. So first is the organizational development. So organizational development is a planned approach to respond effectively to change in its external and internal environments. It is considered to be the modern way to attain the change. So, organizational development is the study of successful organizational change and performance. OD emerged from human relation studies in 1913, during which the psychologists realized that the organizational structure and processes influence the work behavior and motivation. So, OD concept emerged with the help of research conducted by the behavioral scientists. Some of the famous behavioral scientists are like Beckford and Mountain, Stafford, Kurt Lewin, etc. So more recently, the work of an OD has expanded to focus on aligning organization with their rapidly changing and complex environments through organizational learning, knowledge management, and transformation of organization norms and values. So organizational development as a practice involves involves ongoing and systematic process of implementing effective organizational change. So next we will study the meaning and definitions of OD. So there's the term OD is a long-term strategy which focuses on whole culture of organization in order to bring about planned change. So organizational development is a planned systematic approach for improving the organizational effectiveness. So organizational development can enable the organization to be ready for the future by taking steps which create an environment that allows employee to understand, embody and deliver the organizational objective. So the next one is the definition given by the Blackherd. He defines organizational development as an effort planned organization wide and managed from the top to increase organizational effectiveness, health through planned interventions in organizations processes using behavioral science knowledge. So this is the definition given by Blackherd. So next we will study the assumptions of OD. So first we will study what are assumptions. So assumptions are the beliefs that are regarded so correct that they are taken for granted and rarely examined or questioned. So here OD intervention means what type of the changes are suitable for organization by considering both external and internal environments. So there are three levels of assumptions in OD. The first one is the assumptions at individual level. Second one is assumptions at group level. Third one is assumptions at organizational level. So let us see all of these assumptions one by one. So the first one is assumptions at individual level. So at this level at this level individual believes that the people want to grow and mature. So employees have much to offer, that is they possess the potential capability and want opportunities to contribute to the development of an organization. Most of the employees need opportunity for overall development of personality at individual, social and physical level. Second assumption is that assumptions at the group level. So in this level, the assumption is that groups are very critical. When groups become team, then it becomes more penetrating and powerful. Group have powerful influence on individual behavior. So complete played on group requires the skill development. So these are the assumptions at the group level. So the next is the assumptions at organizational level. So at organizational level, assumptions are that excessive control, policies and rules are detrimental or harmful, or we can say fatal to the health of organization, because for creativity and innovations in the organization, then some kind of autonomy or freedoms are given to the employees. Conflicts are functional in properly guided channel, and individual and organization goals are a congruent means aligning parallel to each other. So these are the three assumptions of organizational development. Next, we will study the goals of organizational development. So, the first goal is that to place emphasis on First goal is that to place emphasis on humanistic value. Second, to treat each human being a complex person. And third one is to increase the level of trust among the employees. Fourth one, to increase the level of enthusiasm at all levels. Last one, to increase the level of self and group responsibility in planning. So this is about the goals of OD. Next is the process of OD. So there are total seven major steps in organizational development, starting from initial diagnosis. Second step is data collection. Third is data feedback. Fourth, data plus planning strategy. Fifth one, intervention. Sixth one, team building. Seventh one, evaluation. So let us discuss each of this one by one. So the first one is the initial diagnosis of the problem. So in the first step, management should try to find out an overall view of the situation to find the real problems. Top management should meet the consultant and the expert to determine the type of program that is needed. So in the first stage only, the consultant will meet various persons in the organization and interview them to collect some information. Now, the second step is data collection. So, in this stage, the consultant will make the survey to determine the climate of organization and the behavioral problems of employees. Survey method is used to collect the data and information for determining organizational climate and identifying behavior problems. Now, the third step is collection data feedback. So the data which has been collected in the second step will be given to the work group who will be assigned the job of reviewing the data. Any area of disagreement will be mediated among themselves only and priorities will be established for change. Now the data collected are analyzed and reviewed by the various work groups formed for these purposes. Now the fourth step is planning strategies. So, planning strategies for change is the stage in which the consultant will suggest the strategies for change. He will attempt to diagnose the problem into a proper action plan involving the overall goal for change. And determination of the basic approach for attaining these goals. Now the next step is interventions in the system. So interventions in the system refers to the planned program activities during the course of an OD program. So this planned activities bring the certain changes in the system, which is basic objective of OD. There are various methods through which external consultant intervene in the system, such as education, laboratory training, sensitivity training, process consultation, team building, etc. Next stage is the team building. So during the entire process, the consultant encourage the group to examine how they work together. The consultant will educate them about the value of free communication and trust as essential for group functioning. The consultant can have the team managers and their subordinates to work together as a team in OD sessions to further encourage the team building. So the last step is the evaluation. So OD is a very long process. Therefore, there is a great need for careful monitoring to get the precise feedback regarding what is going on after the OD program starts. So this help in making the suitable modifications whenever necessary. For evaluation of OD program, the use of critical sessions, appraisal of change efforts, and comparison of pre and post training behavior patterns are quite effective. So in this way, so this OD process is a cyclical process which is continuous. So the next we will study the objectives of OD. So there are the lot of objectives of OD. Few of them we are going to study here. The first one is to increase the level of interpersonal trust among the employees. Next is to increase the employee satisfaction and commitment towards the organization. Next is to confront the problem instead of neglecting them to the manager or to the top executives. Next is to effectively manage the conflict and try to solve that conflict, and to increase the cooperation and collaboration among the employees. Next is to increase and measure the organizational performance through the various kind of OD intervention strategies. Next one is to improve the interbehavioral pattern, interpersonal and intergroup relationship within the organization. Next is to replace the formal lines of authority with the personal knowledge and skills. Next, to understand one's own self and also about the others. Next is to create the work atmosphere in which the employees are encouraged to work and participate enthusiastically. So this is all about the objectives of OD. So thank you for listening it very patiently.